Hey, January 8th, 2020. There's Privy Paul. I'm Digger Dave Beeler. We're here for another exciting adventure. We look forward to sharing with you whatever we find here today, and glad you come along. Hope you stay and watch the whole thing, because we're just getting started, and we're showing Paul's getting started into one there in the corner, and I've got one probed out right here next to it, and we're going to get into these, and hopefully we'll see some bottles down in there. But like Paul knows, we just never know, do we?
Nope, never know until we get there.
Yep. Well, I hope everybody's doing well, and we're feeling fat and sassy here today, so we're going to try to get into a couple privies. So, all right, we'll get back here as soon as we see something to talk about. Hey, we're just getting into them, about waist deep. Paul started pulling a couple out here already. What do you got there?
It's a Harper's Cefalcine for headache from Washington, D.C.
All right.
Looks like it's turn of the century or 1890s.
Hand blown bottle. What was the other thing you hit over there a while ago? Show me that one.
That's a little advertising match striker mug. It's from Joliet Citizens Brewing Company.
Yeah, look at that. From Joliet, Illinois.
It's got like a match striker on the bottom.
Yep. Little handle.
Match holder, maybe?
Yeah, it's like a little match holder.
Yeah,
striker on the bottom.
It's got
Brewing
a nice,
advertising
nice
piece.
picture on it.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it over here where I can see it better. All right, that's a good start. Joliet Citizens Brewing Company. Yep, got the handle you can see on there. On the bottom, their match striker, like Paul was saying. Put their matches in there, and it's like a little mini mug advertising piece. Yeah, it's a good start in his hole. Harper's Cefalcine for headaches, Washington, D.C. Yep, it's hand blown. You can see the hand finished square ring collar. Yeah, it's a good start. We won't talk about mine too much here, but hey, I might as well show what I got here. Here's a whiskey bottle. It's a pint whiskey flask. It's got some interesting stuff inside of it, and when you shake it, the bottle like that, they always say that moonshine, you can tell the proof of it. These old moonshiners, you shake it in there, and by the bubbles and stuff, you can tell the proof, how much alcohol it's got. Well, us Privy diggers, I'm not going to talk too much on it, but when you get a bottle that's got orange or yellow liquid, and you shake it and there's bubbles in the top,
It might not be whiskey.
it may not be whiskey, and it definitely ain't water, so we'll leave that to your imagination. And this here's a piece of tile. It's a pretty tile off a fireplace. It's probably got some kind of maker's mark on the back there, but anyhow, that's an old tile off the fireplace from the house that was here. And yeah, well, hopefully there'll be more of them. Sometimes they got birds and people on them. I've got a little assortment of them that I've hung on to over the years. Got all kinds of interesting things on them, but anyhow, that's mine. Mine's looking a little more like 1930s or 20s at this point, but only down in there about 2.5 feet. So, but the dirt pile's growing over there on Paul's, so I better get back to work here. So, all right, man, good start. All right, there's Paul. He just disappeared like a little mole in a hole. There he is, popping out of there. Ground squirrel. Anything else? He found 2 more of them Harper's Cefalcine for headaches. He got a small one, and he had another big one. And I'm hitting the same in my hole. There's a little small size Harper's Cefalcine, and then a big one. So they had headaches. And then this little amber bottle came out. It's kind of for headaches too. It's a phosphocaffeine compound from Yonkers, New York. And I better show these down here where there's not the glare of the sun. It's a ketchup bottle. It's an older H.J. Heinz shoulder embossed one there. H.J. Heinz Company, Pittsburgh, with a keystone and a key on it. And on the bottom, it's got the 1890 patent date. which, you know, I haven't cleaned it off yet, but it's nice hand-blown Heinz ketchup. Another ribbed ketchup here. It's plain. Got a label panel on it there. And another little paneled, I believe it was a Heinz bottle. And a shoe polish and a Pabst beer, shoulder embossed. This was way up in the top. Probably 1920. Might be pre-prohibition. That's Pabst beer. Hit a couple other sodas, things over here. I don't know what we got. There's a little doll cup. More tile. But anyway, we're getting down in. I'm about a little over 5 feet down in here. And I believe right where my foot is here, I may have a wall. I hit some clay there, so I think that's a divider wall. Pulled out a piece of wood. So I'm thinking over to this side is a privy, and then over to that side is a privy. So I think I'm right in between two of them. But anyway, we'll see later on. As I come down here, I don't have anything to show. I wish I did, some nice bottle, but just the striation here, you can see the coal. There's a lot of coal in there, and as you get up above that, there's a layer of ashes going up to the top here. But up in this level, it was like 1920s. So now when we got down into here, it's already back to turn of the century, you know. So, and I hit a couple glass strikes down in here, so we'll go down and see what that is. But we're hitting water, so, you know, that's always a problem in the winter. But we'll see what we can find, and we'll come back. Anything else? No. All right.
Decide what to do.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out whether we're going to try to get these down to the bottom or not, because they're deep and we may not be able to finish them. All right, it's getting down in there. That's about the 6 or 7 foot level down there, but we're starting to hit water. Not too much farther down in here, and it's going deep, so I'm not going to be able to dig this one today. But you know, I'm just going to show a little bottle that's sticking out of the sidewall here, out of this coal stuff. So let's see what that one is. It's probably one of them Harper's bottle. We hit half a dozen of them. There's another one. Yep, Harper's Cefalcine for headaches, Washington D.C. I think that one's aqua though. Yeah, maybe it's clear, but there may be a couple more of them in there. There's a piece of glass there sticking out, but in that coal layer there, in that fill, we're hitting about turn of the century stuff. So I'm gonna see what else is in here, and then we're gonna go ahead and fill these in, I think. All right, we had to bail out on them two we were digging on. We hit a lot of water down in there. They were going deep, and we got a couple other spots now. We got our tarps laid out here. Paul's cutting roots and vines and all kinds of fun stuff. And we got another one here. He probed both of these out, so thought, well, let's just go ahead and dig into them, see what we got here. So we had to clear away a bunch of vines and brush, as you can see. A real brushy spot here, but all right, well, we got a good little spot, we hope, so we'll see what happens. Well, Paul's down in there about 4 feet now, and what kind of hole you got there? What's going on?
Oh, it's a brick liner. Looks like a small little oval or square.
Yeah.
Can't really tell, but
pipe running in it?
Yep.
What's that? Yep.
A flusher pipe.
Yep, so the old flusher coming out of the house. Ran out to it. So, all right. And he hit a base of a straight-sided Coke, looks like there. Coca-Cola Bottling Company, at least. That's the only sign he's got. And I'm working on hit a machine-made drugstore bottle, a little hand-blown amber, like an atomizer, medical atomizer thing, and a little paneled salt shaker. And there's a whatchamacallit here. It's definitely steampunk, man. I don't know what that thing is, but it's a hypersonic screwdriver. Maybe somebody knows what that is. And a little pitcher. Got something in it too, I don't know what's in it. Anyway, little ceramic pitcher with a little blue line around the rim. It's probably 1920s or 30s. but it's whole. Couldn't believe it. And it's a brick liner. Got it about a little over halfway opened up just to see if it's any worth digging. So I'm gonna get down in there, see what transpires here. Well, my hole's got water down in there. I've been trying to bail it a little bit down about the 6-foot level, and Paul's hitting water, so we've switched off over here onto his. He's doing pretty good over here. A couple of things he just pulled out. There was a nice one here, Cobalt John Wyeth and Brother, with the time dose cap on it. It's got the hours, and it says on the neck of it, take next dose at, and then it's on the cap here, it's got the hours of the day from 1 to 12, and you could turn that and it'd tell you where to take your next dose. So that was pretty cool. It was a patented $18.99 on the bottom. It's a hand-blown bottle. Had Wyeth's sodium phosphate or effervescent, had different kinds of medicines in them, but anyway, that was pretty cool. Hand-blown lip. Still actually got the little rubber seal on it, and we found the cap when we were going through some dirt. And here's some more that he just found down there in the water. You can see he's bailing water down there now. It's a little sloppy. I'll get a little bit of that in there. How's it going down there?
It's going good. The water's staying out.
Oh, good.
Every time we bail, it's exposing a few more bottles.
Yep, we bail a little bit, pull a couple bottles out. You can see it's a big brick oval. Not near as big as the one we dug last week, but it's pretty good size. There was some more medicine. There was another medicine. It's a citrate of magnesia. Just come out of the slop. Couple ink bottles. This is our cool one here. Just come out. It says, where is it? Worrell's Insect Exterminator, Sedalia, Missouri. Yeah, Sedalia, Missouri. And then on the other side it says, I don't know what it says here. Let's see. Prepared by Worrell something, Sedalia. Yeah, oh boy, we're heck on them, aren't we?
Yeah, every hole we did.
We're hitting them douche things, douche tips, enemas. Pretty popular item here. And you hit some kind of a little brass doodad there. It looks like a lamp. I'm sitting on the wrong side of the hole here to grab it, but okay. I'll be right with you, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, that come floating up out of the water. It looks like some kind of a little lamp or something. Kind of odd little connector on it. Kind of neat. And then you hit this food bottle here, and it's got the top to it. Some kind of a food bottle with a glass stopper, paneled. Yeah, kind of cool. Got the stopper in that. And let's see if I can grab it here. Mason's patent, November 30th, 1858. Fruit jar. The ground lip, and a few others over there. Lee and Perrins, Worcestershire, Carter's Ink. Okay, I better get down here. Be right there, man. All right, we got the water down over there, and he's working back this other side. What was that one?
It's another one of them insect exterminators.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah, nice amber bottle.
Yeah, Worrell's Insect Exterminator from Sedalia. Yeah, those are actually a pretty scarce bottle, man. It says it on both sides of it. Anyway, it's hand blown. Well, set that over there. Yeah, let's see what else is going on here. You can see how wet that is. We bailed that water down. That was underwater where he's digging right now. And we got that water down to where you can dig. Well, you just got to keep going down. It's a pretty deep one. So, a fruit jar liner.
Some trash.
Yeah, starting to hit a few things. Okay, well, I better pull the bucket. A little bottle. Yep. All right. Okay, well, here we go. All down in there. We've been pulling a few more things out.
There's another one in there.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Right. It was right under the surface of the water.
Oh, sweet. Boy, I picked the right time to turn the camera on.
Yeah.
We can't use the camera on all, you know, because it'd just be too much. But yeah, Whale's insect exterminator. Boy, they had a problem with bugs, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that trash down there.
It's very trashy.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to dig, so much trash.
We took that step down. And,
Look at that.
wow, look at all that. Real trashy there. He goes looking at it down there, and then I go through it in top here when I dump it. The way we do it. Looks pretty good. Wow, look at that green handle. A lot of rusty, trashy stuff. Down there in the bottom trash layer. Yeah.
There's a shovel full. There's the insulator. Oh, it's broken insulator.
Oh, an insulator, yeah. Looks like a common human grade. Yeah, a lot of bottles down there. That's good. Makes it a lot more fun that way. And we're only about turn of the century here, but that's all right. Maybe late 1890s.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, ain't it, Paul?
Yeah, especially when there's this much stuff.
Yeah, you can see the nice, well-defined brick walls. It's an oval, but it's kind of a fat oval, we call them.
Jane's.
All right.
Tonic vermifuge.
Yep, they had worms too then. Tonic vermifuge, it's a worm expeller for intestinal parasites. It was a common problem.
Bottle right there.
Another bottle.
Root's been holding it in.
Yeah.
It's like a Warner's.
Hey,
it is.
All right.
Oh, there
Oops.
goes my shelf.
Now look at your dad. Hey, yeah.
Nice Warner's safe.
Yeah.
Indian liver cure to save.
Cool. All right, Paul.
Wish it was green or something,
Hey,
but
yeah, hang on just a second. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try to take a picture. If I can get that. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I think it took. All right. Well, cool.
I told you I thought that was a Warner's.
You did, yeah. That's
All
been
this
there
time,
for
I'm
about an
like-
hour.
I was curious.
Yep, that's nice. Warner Safe Indian Liver Cure, Rochester.
That's a little older than the stuff we're getting.
Yeah, that's a good sign, though. Okay. Keep them coming, man. Any more? Oh, so I got to pull a bucket. All right.
That's all right.
I better get back to work. All right, I better.
Look.
Hey, all right. Just turn the camera on. That's cool. I didn't even see that.
Piso.
Yeah, emerald green pisos.
Yeah.
Hey, it's piso's cure for consumption, too.
Right.
Yep, piso's cure for consumption.
The cannabis one there.
Yep, it's got cannabis in it. It had cannabis in it. All right, cool. They found a quart of whiskey here and Abner Royce fruit flavors and all kinds of stuff there. Anyway, yep, down there digging in the slop. We've been bailing stuff out. Thought we better shoot a little bit more video before it gets dark. It's going to get dark here right away. The sun's going down. Boy, look at all that. Fruit jar liner. You know this angle, I can't help it. It's the only place I got to stand here and record this. But just looking straight down into the hole. From some pulling buckets here. Okay, well, I better get on the stick here and pull some more buckets. Alright, we've been digging some more. Paul's down in there now. We've just been bailing water. Back for another round of slop, we call it. Mucks around there in the slop and pull some bottles out here and there. A lot of split. Look at all that trash broken. Yep. A lot of trash down in there. We just love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heavy trash hole.
It sure is. A lot of ironstone bowls and broken medicines. A lot of broken stuff down in there. Yep. Yeah. Yep, I better pull the bucket. Show me that thing you hit. You get some kind of a real cool little pottery.
Yeah, it's got a picture of it looks like a guy or a girl with carrying a box with a monkey in front of it.
Oh, wow. Let me see that. Oh, that's neat.
That's pretty neat.
Look at that. It is. It's like an monkey organ grinder or something. That's what we got to do when we don't do any good on bottles. We get us a little monkey and we go out there with a grinder organ. Yeah, it's got the handle broke off, so we're hoping we can find that handle, but made out of some kind of earthenware. But all right, well, I better pull the bucket here and get back to work. Wow, look at that. He's pulled out a blue. Has that got any design on the side of it, like sawtooth type design?
No.
No. It's a blue stoneware.
Yeah.
Base to like a flower pot or something.
It's perfectly whole.
Well, yeah, look at that. All right.
That's neat.
Yeah, big, heavy. Yeah, blue. I don't know if flower pot, big giant flower pot sat on that or what.
Jelly glass.
Yeah. I'll fall in there, isn't it? He's pulled out a few more bottles down in there. You see
I thought it was bricks down in there, but I guess it's glass.
All right. Look at that big broken bowl. A lot of stuff there. I don't know how well you can see. It's starting to get a little dark, so we're gonna have to break out the lights, I think. He's doing a good job down there. It's there's a pickle or something in there, isn't it? Food bottle of some kind.
Three-sided pickle.
Yep. All right. Yep.
It's embossed Heinz.
Is
no,
it? Oh, something.
it's a patent date.
Patent.
Yep, August 20th, 1901.
All right.
That's
Yep.
probably
Pretty kind of dates where we're at, isn't it? It's
date
about,
hole.
yeah, it's about our date. Early 1900. Try not to fall down in there. That'd be a bad day. Look at all that trash. We bail water, and then he's able to scoop a little bit like that, and we gotta bail some more. Trying to stay ahead of the water.
It's an ink bottle.
Oh yeah, so neat. Alright. Well, I better pull another bucket.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Hard work, but it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to dig a little bit more. What is that? It's hitting something down in there. It's like a.
It's a graniteware teapot, but it's
Oh wow! Look at that.
really
Brown.
pretty. Is it brown or
looks
like
brown or dark purple?
purple?
Wow, that's nice.
It's an
Look
unusual pattern, or unusual color.
look how nice
I don't know
that
if you can
is.
tell what color it is.
Yeah, it is. I think it's kind of almost a purple. I forget what they call that. It's not mauve, but
It's fairly well preserved.
it is. It's pretty nice once we clean that up. Yeah, look at that. Nice old marbled graniteware. Yeah, old coffee pot. Well, that's yeah, it's a coffee pot. That's cool, man. I like that. Down some more water.
Yep.
Never-ending cycle here. We're down probably 9 feet now. Oh, all right. Well, I better get ready and bail some water here. We're trying to rush to get it done before dark.
There's a
if we can.
bottle down there.
Is there? I'll wait to see what that is.
Oh, it's a Sloan's N&B liniment.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Nerve and bone liniment. Okay. All right. Well, cool. All right. Trying to keep from getting the camera very muddy. Just splash slop on it. Okay, now we're just going to dig out at the step there. Hopefully there'll be a couple bottles in there. We shall see. Together we shall see. We don't know if there's anything there or not. All we do is hope for the best. A little magical treasure hunt here.
A little mustard or something.
Oh, a little food jar. Yeah. A lot of them. Get a good view here. Oh, it's loaded and trashy though, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a rust. You probably can't see it, but
is that a syringe?
that?
Oh, that's a syringe. It's whole.
Is it? Oh,
yeah. Look, it's got the plunger.
Hey, cool, man.
It unscrews.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's a syphilis.
That's the male syringe,
That's
ain't
the
it?
male syphilis gonorrhea syringe there. Yep, with a pointed tip on it. See? Yep. All right, man. Nice find, Paul. It may be embossed up here. I just can't see. It's too muddy. All right, Listerine.
Lambert Pharmaceutical Company. It's from St. Louis, ain't it?
Hand blown, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, cool. I'm still happy about this syringe. I like those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a real nice one. Made out of hard rubber.
There's something.
This syringe, I'm gonna set that over here.
What is that?
What we do?
Oh, look at that. That's cool looking.
Hey, what is that thing? Nothing on it?
Nothing on it. That should have been a
Man.
whiskey or bitters or something.
We got hose. That should have been embossed.
That was a total hose.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh, man. Look at that.
Can't win them all.
No, that's true. All right.
Got me all excited.
We got hosed. It happens. Put that down there. Maybe the next one will be embossed. All right. Well, it's still a funky looking bottle. Oh, I just love it when there's that much trash.
Yeah, it's loaded.
He's standing crunching on. Well, that's the stuff he's thrown back in there.
Broken stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's all broken. So
there could be whole
somebody
stuff here.
hearing something crunching, that's what that is. There you've already dug down in there. Well, we're just winding down. Hopefully there'll be a few more keepers there.
Bricks.
Yeah, bottle killers. Bottle killers. He's standing on muck there. Icky.
Bottle.
A little
Slick druggist. Hey, oh, is that whole? Yeah.
Hey.
Breast pump.
Yep, that's a breast pump.
Turn of the century breast pump.
Neato, man. A lot
Cool.
of personal stuff in here, isn't there? That's what's. This is a fun privy for that.
Sure is.
Yeah, glass hand-blown breast pump for women. Yep. Haven't seen any doll heads or anything yet, but maybe they're forthcoming. Kids. Actually, we're just gonna let it roll in case there's something else pops out.
Looking medicine.
Yeah. Lots of broken china, isn't there?
Yep. Wow, this is just so loaded.
Look at it, man. Wow. Slick druggist.
It was all underwater
Yeah.
about an hour ago.
I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's brown. Or stuff has been
Rusty
underwater. Yep, it's all rusted. It's been sitting there underwater for many years. We're digging close to the ocean, so I guess that makes sense. Not really.
Oh, there's another one.
Hey, another syringe.
Yeah.
All right.
Another
Cool.
syringe.
Is that made hard rubber too? Isn't
Sure
it?
is.
Yeah, we got 2 of them out of there.
Awesome.
Yay, Paul. Good job, man. Yep. That's cool.
They never would have believed we're so excited about
Yeah.
finding what they had.
Syringes, and they probably injected mercury with them. Not a happy thing. Being curious will kill you.
Well, can't dig much more that way, but I think I'll go this way a little bit.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I gotta bail some more stuff out of here. This might be the last of our video because it's gonna get dark on us. A little medicine. What was that?
That was a granite ware chamber pot, but the bottom's gone.
Yep. They were hard on that one.
Hey, there's another
Alright.
rubifoam for the teeth.
Yep. Rubifoam for the teeth. Found one of them a while ago. Second one. No bone toothbrushes yet, though. Expect to see a couple bone toothbrushes in there.
I know.
So far we haven't. Look at all that rusty stuff, man. Yeah, that was all water when we started. That was.
It's a big Trask's, Trask's magnetic ointment.
All right.
It's a
little
bit bigger size than normal.
Okay. I'm gonna try to zoom in here a little bit.
Embossed druggist.
Uh-oh. When we zoom, it takes a little while for it to catch up.
Yeah,
so.
it does.
This spot looks real slow.
Is that a lid?
Are you in a good spot there?
Yeah, that's a lid to a crock or a jar, ain't it?
Yeah,
Stoneware?
it is. Stoneware lid to a jar.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out here to make everybody dizzy and sick. I was gonna show them bottles there, but all right, I better zoom back in here.
Let's just go to something, Dad.
What did you just hit, man?
Looks like a stopper to something.
Stopper?
Might be to that Rubifoam. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. It is.
Is it?
Look at that. He just found the metal stopper to that Rubifoam. What's the odds of that? Cool. Man, you're tearing it up down there. Every fall.
Yeah.
Digging them out, man. Woo! It's been a good day.
It sure has.
What is that?
Jar.
Hey, is that one of them? Yeah, that's one of them simplex type jars.
Oh, is it? It's a small one with the small lid.
Yeah. There's glass lids for them. If we don't find it, I've got a couple. Sweet. What is that big thing?
Yep.
Nothing on it. Boy, oh boy. We seem to be on a scourge of those lately.
We have been.
Nothing on them. Well, I'm gonna turn the camera up here in a minute. I better load that stuff out.
Yeah,
Wow, yeah. I don't want to stop though, man. It's too much fun sitting all these bottles coming
catch
out.
up.
Yep, there's a catch up. Yep, we hit a Heinz earlier. That's a slick, but
Still got the original cap on it.
Yep. All right. I can lower that bucket down. You can put them bottles in there.
All right, yeah.
I think we'll do that.
Wow, it's just unbelievable.
Look at that, man. Well,
Heavy trash.
yep. What's that little thing? It's a little
Unembossed, but it's paneled.
unembossed. Got the cork in it, doesn't it?
I don't see
Hand
any
blown.
embossing. Sure is.
Well,
That's still cool.
yeah. All right.
More stuff sticking out.
Is there
That was a beer.
a beer? Nothing on.
Blob beer, but
It's
nothing
a
on it.
blob, man.
Bottom's chipped up.
Oh well. Rub top beer. Wow.
Liner, but it's a little
Hey, look at that.
blue, like a clearish
Yeah, it is.
blue color.
Better
Oh,
save
I
it.
just-
Well, now look what you did.
Never mind.
So much for that. It's hard when you got slop all
So
over
much
your
for
hands. And there wasn't nothing much to jump up and down about anyway.
Another ketchup.
Hey, what's that?
Oh yeah, nice
Hey,
one.
what's
One of them Joseph Campbell.
Oh yeah, yeah. One of the first Campbell ketchups. Same company that made the Campbell soup later on.
Yeah, hand blown.
Oh, good. Okay, well I'm gonna turn this off and I'll,
Yeah.
I'll load that stuff out for you,
Alright,
and then we'll
yeah.
come back and see if we can hit another round. There's Paul digging down there. It's gotten dark on us, and bailing water and slop. Nothing great to talk about here, but he did find the handle to that little monkey mug a while ago, which we thought was a miracle. To find that thing down in there, that was super cool, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how this is gonna pan out.
Oh, broken.
Oh, he's still pulling stuff out down there, but he's got a light. But I guess I could shine a light down here. It might help a little bit too. I got one here. Get it to work. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that might work. We've done a lot of digging at night over the years, haven't we, Paul?
Oh yeah.
But we've never recorded videos, so this will kind of be a new thing for us here. We'll see how it works out. Ball's getting down pretty close to the bottom, about 10 foot.
Yeah, I think we're close to the bottom. There's some different materials, a little darker material and little pieces of lime coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Not much down there. A lot of them is there.
No, it didn't get much older either.
No. Well. Oh boy. Yeah, we're both getting pretty tired. Been digging all day. Oh, there's a little ball. A little slick. Got a cat over here. I don't know where the cat went to. Now I got a bird that's befriended me here. I got all kinds of company up here. Cat a while ago, boy, I whistled at it, and boy, he's my best friend now. That dog over there, not so much. He ain't quite taking a liking to me.
Been barking for about 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm surprised he ain't lost his vocal cords. Oh man, that's one thing with the digging. You just got to get used to it, because it used to be worse than it is now. Remember, Paul, a lot of times we were digging in St. Louis
Oh, yeah.
neighborhoods, and everybody had dogs, man, and they all barked and yapped.
I think I hit the bottom.
Did you?
I think.
All right. It probably is. Yep.
Yeah, see that clay right there?
Yep.
That's the bottom.
You got the bottom on it. Well, good deal.
Oh,
I know.
I'm glad it was the bottom
Yeah.
for once.
We're both kind of glad, because we're about wiped out. We dug a couple holes earlier today. It showed that video. We didn't get them finished because of this, because of the water. But we're going to redig them one of these days.
Yeah,
but
I think
too much water in them other ones.
I think we can bail what water's here,
Okay.
and I can start milking it around. If we're
All
lucky, we won't need to bail many buckets anymore.
Well, that sounds like a plan. All right, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn the light off here. And okay, I'll try this again here. Don't know how that's going to turn out. It was blurry. Get another light on here. I don't think that light's helping me any. Still blurry. Well, this is all new to us. It's trying to record video at night. 'Cause it's pitch black now. I was down there digging the bottom. Not as much stuff down there. Get me a little perch here if I don't fall in. He's down in there like 10 feet or so.
Oh, my foot's getting wet.
Oh, shoot.
But I got it to this wall. I'm going to just start going over this way.
There you go.
That bottom looks really crappy, though.
Yeah, it
Bottom
does.
8 inches.
That's common on a lot of privies. We hit a lot of them like that, don't we? Where the bottom just ain't nothing there.
There's something. Oh, it's a big medicine.
Oh, nothing on it?
Oh, it's LM Green.
Oh, boy.
It's clear.
LM Green, Woodbury, New Jersey. Yep. Common
There's
bottle.
a pump hand massage cream.
Hey.
Doesn't
Yep.
see the lid.
Probably never find the stopper for that. Never know.
Right there. I can get it.
For those people that haven't dug deep, wet privies before, tell you what, you ought to try it once in your life. Anybody that laughs at us for the prices we put on some of these bottles, I think you'd gain a better appreciation of it if you had to come out and try to dig them.
What's that? Sauce?
Hey, a big sauce, yeah.
Nothing on it.
Yeah, that's cool.
H8.
All right.
But it's like bell shaped.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, there's some of them from Burlington. They're Burlington Hawkeyes from Iowa.
Ow.
Ooh, all right.
Get your foot out of there. Oh.
Uh-oh. Caving in. Well, when I zoom it out,
Alright, I got below it, so.
good. I gotta kind of zoom it in.
I don't know if that's a Horlicks. Nope.
That's slick. You're doing a good job down there. There's another one.
Yep, nothing on it.
Nothing. We're just winding down. You're doing a good job down there, Paul. Hard work.
There's another sauce.
Yeah.
Nothing on it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of different foods in there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's another sauce.
There's
or
another
pickle.
one.
Three-sided.
Three-sided one. All right, I'm kind of set there. Yeah. Mudlarking.
Mudlarking.
More redneck.
Redneck mudlarking.
Mudlarking here, yep. That's it.
I'm trying to control a fall here.
Yeah. There you go. There's a little bottle.
Except I'm losing my bottles. Alright.
Okay, I better get a bucket.
No, I'm okay, I think.
We can load them out if you want. Probably better. Man, what's happened to all the good bottles? Now
I don't know, the quality went down.
The quality has deteriorated on us here.
Alright, my back.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Okay, Paul and I got done with a big wet brick liner. We were digging. It was dark, so we had to stop recording because it wasn't recording very good. It was getting blurry and it was dark and we were all wet. The camera was getting wet and it was kind of a mess. So, but we got her done, filled in, and we're back home now. And this is a day or so later, and this is some of this stuff. I'm not going to dig all this stuff out of there like I've been doing, throwing it out in the yard. It's raining outside, so I'm just going to record the boxes. This is mostly slicks and, not very impressive stuff here. Whiskeys and lots of medicines and food bottles, food jars. There's a few, low-end medicine bottles, but mostly just slicks, whiskeys, all kinds of stuff like that. There's some fruit jars down there, Bob beers, and Lee and Perrin's Worcestershire sauces, and Dr. Caldwell's syrup pepsins, that kind of thing. But, all right, well, that's that, and I'm going to show some of the other stuff now that we got it cleaned up a little bit. And there is a sleeping cat. That's Kit Kat, our cat. She's oblivious to what's going on, but oh, there she goes. She's waking up now. And there's our dog. Yeah, she come to see too what's going on. Yep. How you doing, girl? That's our dog and cat. So anyway, I wanted to introduce them. So there's a cat. I'm gonna leave her alone so she can sleep. There's some of the bottles we got. No, I wish. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna get on with the bottles here. Okay, back to the bottles. I was just walking through the house, seeing the cat, and I thought, well, I'll just show her, introduce her to the world. All right, here's some of the stuff we got out of there, cleaned up, and put them out here on the table so we can look at them. I'll talk a little bit about them. I'll try to hurry. The first one, we got a couple of these. So Warner's Safe Kidney and Liver Cure with a big safe on it from Rochester, New York. I just like those bottles. They're just cool. And right next to it, another common bottle, but again, it's kind of interesting. A Dr. Kilmer's Swamp Root Kidney, Liver, and Bladder Cure from Binghamton, New York. That's the middle size, 1890s. And we got 3 of these. These are pretty cool. It's a pretty scarce bottle. It's called Worrell's Insect Exterminator from Sedalia, Missouri. And it's prepared by Worrell Manufacturing Company, Sedalia, Missouri. And 3 of those hand-blown amber bottles. So they had bug problems, that place. There was a lot of bug bottles there. And common Mason's Patent, November 30th, 1858. Quart fruit jar. and it's got some whittled to it. 1867 patent date on the bottom, hand blown with a ground lip. That's one of the older ones from like 1880s, and on a clear. Hygienic fragrant balm, it says. On the other side, Franco-American Hygienic Company, Chicago. And we found several of them bottles from that company, extracts and everything from them. So they must have liked that company's products. Kind of odd. And a real nice John Wyeth and Bro. It's a cobalt blue medicine bottle. It was like an effervescent stuff, kind of like Alka-Seltzer. And what makes this one interesting is it's unique. It's patented in 1899. Actually has a patent date on the bottom. Around the neck here it said takes next dose at, and then it's got an arrow there and it pointing up. And on the dose cap here, which you'd pour the stuff into, it's got the hours of the day around here from 1 to 12. So you can turn it, and whatever time you had to take your next dose, you could turn it to that time so you'd remember what time to take your next dose. So yeah, ain't that cool? Cobalt blue bottle, hand blown. And next to it is one of the first Campbell ketchup bottles, and it is embossed Joseph Campbell Preserve Company, Camden, New Jersey. That's a hand blown. It's got like an applied crown top, and that was from around 1908, somewhere around in there. Kind of a unique shaped bottle with a rib tapered design to it, and that's a forerunner of Campbell's Soup Company. They later on came up with Campbell's Soup, and that's, of course, you know, the rest is history. But that was one of their old bottles, their ketchup bottles. And we come down here. Paul dug this one out of the first hole of the day, and it's really neat. It's got a bottom inscription. It says Joliet Citizens Brewing Company. And it's got a picture of the brewery there, and what that is, it's a match holder, match striker, and on the bottom it's got the rough corrugated rings to stretch, you know, strike the matches on the old wooden matches. They call them lucifers because a lot of times the heads would come off the matches and fly out someplace. A lot of house fires were created by them lucifer matches. But anyway, that's kind of cool. And then when we got out of the big brick liner is a Dr. Jane's Tonic Vermifuge. If I hold it up here, you can see a little bit better. From Philadelphia. That was a real popular worm expeller for intestinal parasitic worms. And you see the word vermifuge. That's what those were. And another patent medicine bottle. I said none of these are very, very rare, but they're interesting nevertheless. Piso's Cure for Consumption, and that's from about right around the turn of the century. Hazeltine and Company is out of Pennsylvania. Real pretty emerald green color, and that bottle had cannabis. And my wife and I were just talking about that, how, you know, many of these bottles had cannabis in them, so it must have done something. And even today they talk about how the many medical benefits of that. But these are cool. There's a couple little syringes. We call them venereal or syphilis gonorrhea syringes, and they were used to inject usually mercury directly into the body. And these both say Goodyear Rubber Company around the top there. Those are nice old medical syringes. And this was nice. It's a little like a child's pitcher, and it's got a long-legged bird or something on it. I'm not sure, you know, what kind of a bird that is. Maybe somebody, bird experts, can help me out here. But anyway, it's a cute little pitcher, and it just fits right in the palm of your hand. But it's made out of ceramic. Another medicine bottle here. It's called Phosphocaffeine Compound from Arlington Chemical Company, Yonkers, New York. A hand-blown bottle for headaches. And people had problems with headaches, man. And we got several of these. And it was interesting that a couple of the first holes we dug, which was not even on the same lot, we got most of these. Harper's Cephalcine for headaches from Washington, D.C. Man, they need that today out there in Washington, don't they? Some of them politicians, they give me a headache just listening to them people. But anyway, that's the tall size there. We got two sizes of it, and we got several of them. We'll show over here right away. Several more of them Harper's bottles. Another one of the Warner's Safe Kidney and Liver Cure with a big safe on it. So those are from the 1890s. They're hand blown. Always like to dig those, it's fun. Yeah, green kind of applied lip mineral water bottle. Probably medicinal mineral water of some kind. This is a nice little bottle of medicine. It says Mitchell's Eye Salve on it. We dug a couple of them recently. And this is one of my favorite things that we got. It's a little ceramic cup, and it's got a monkey looking back at this little kid, and I guess it's a grinder organ he's carrying. And I don't know if he's cranking the handle on it, and the monkey's supposed to jump around and dance, and the monkey's looking back at him like, well, you fool, you think I'm gonna dance? It's kind of humorous little mug. This kid's all dressed up and got all kinds of stuff going on there. But anyway, the handle was broke off of it. But Paul was down there in that slop and muck and actually found the handle. I could not believe it. So that was pretty nice that we actually could find the handle to that. But it's just a pretty little conversation piece. It's too big to be a child's mug. It's almost like Majolica. But I'm going to show outside there. There's a squirrel out there scampering around. I heard something a minute ago. I don't know if you can see him. I'm going to kind of zoom in on him. There he is. I know it has absolutely nothing to do with bottles, but anyway, we've had a lot of squirrels, man. They're out there getting all their nuts, getting ready for cold. There's a food bottle, paneled. It's got the glass lid to it. Fits in a little groove there. It's around turn of the century, 1905 era. And we got several of those also. They were in them boxes I showed a minute ago. And back there is another 1858 fruit jar and a citrate of magnesia bottle. Very popular medicine for stomach ailments. And whoever lived in this house had a lot of sicknesses. There was a lot of medicine bottles. There was a milk bottle. I'm an older one. No name on it. Fruit jar. It's like a simplex mason, but no lid. There's a Trask's magnetic ointment. Clear ones. The older ones are aqua. This is a later variant of it. This is an older bottle. It's slick. I was hoping it was going to have real nice iridescence, but not so much. I can see a little bit flaking off there. And this is interesting. It's like a little rounded bottom brass lamp of some kind, I guess. It looked like a little oil lamp, maybe a burner or something screwed in there. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It must have fit down in something, but that come out of that big brick liner. And there's another medicine bottle. Hall's Catarrh Cure. It's for that, they called it catarrh. It's like that, you know, stuff in the back of your throat. A couple of these. Listerine, Lambert Pharmaceutical Company, which is out of St. Louis. Those are a couple of the older hand-blown ones, and you can see they got the Obernester glasshouse mark on the bottom, O and N. And those were made in East St. Louis, Illinois. But those were two of the early Listerine bottles. And there's a Carter's Ink bottle, and there's a one of them Franco American Hygienic Company. It's got a star on it and a hygienic toilet requisites, it says. It's a breast pump. Would have had a little rubber bulb on one end there, and for nursing mothers. There's a little doll cup there, and there was this amber thing is like an atomizer, medical atomizer. There was the tube. It would have gone in there like that, and then found them separate. Don't know what that thing is. We called it steam pump. Just looks wild, man. Big heavy thing. And this was opera glasses, or some kind of an old lens that's got glass on both ends of it. So it was probably some kind of opera glasses. I think this might have been part of it in the middle. But a couple lids, stoneware lid to a big crock or jar. And this was a lid to a fruit jar. And it's got the bottom broke off of it, unfortunately. We're hoping we find the rest of that. It was a hole that we didn't get to finish because we just had too much water in it. And it wasn't going to bail out. But anyway, that's a disc immerser, or pickle pusher they call it. And the bottom of this would look kind of like a flower that broke off of it. So I'm hoping we find the rest of that, if I can fix it. That knife we didn't dig, I was just using that to scrape around. And there's an old tile, and it's got some kind of a company back mark on it, but I know not what it is. A couple old hard rubber combs. One of them here says the Comet, and some of them, it's interesting, say unbreakable. Look, it's smashed up. This one here is in a little better shape, you know. Curves to fit somebody's curved head even. This piece of a bone toothbrush. Some more of the enema or douche tips made out of hard rubber. So you might be finding a lot of them. Popular. One of the older Vaseline Chesbro Manufacturing Company. It's from 1890s, the old cork top Vaseline bottle. A little cobalt slick there. Another Franco-American bottle of some kind here. I don't know what it is. There's a Heinz, probably like a horseradish. It says Heinz number 37, 57 on the bottom of it. That one's hand blown. Got a whole bunch of these I call them horseradish bottles. They're hand blown. Got a bunch of them. This was neat. It's blue. It says IXL on the bottom. It's some kind of a stoneware, like a pan or thing that maybe sat under a flower pot. I'm really not sure. There's some more of them Harper's bottles. We got several of them. There was a nice little pitcher. It's intact, but it's kind of got a lot of crazing on it. But nice little creamer pitcher. Some more medicine bottles here. Sloan's N&B Liniment. Sloan from Boston. That one's hand blown. It's an extract bottle. Let's see if I can show it there. The Abner Royce Pure Fruit Flavors from Cleveland. Common. This is kind of odd. It says the May Drug Company, Pittsburgh. And I'm not sure what was in that. It must have been some kind of patent medicine, because I've dug those before in different places. So the May Drug Company. And it's hand blown, kind of a unique shaped little bottle. And this was a popular Pompeian massage cream. And that's from the early 1900s, maybe 1910. It would have had a stopper. We never did find it. A couple more of them Franco-American. These were their extracts. Franco-American flavoring extract from Chicago. So you see there was about 4 or 5 different Franco-American bottles in there. And LM Green out of Woodbury, New Jersey. There's a Leon Perrins Worcestershire sauce. A couple more of them little food bottles. And this was real cool. It was that graniteware coffee pot, and it cleaned up actually pretty good. I can still do some more cleaning on it, but you can see the nice marble design. It's almost like a chocolate color with just a tinge of something else in it, but that was kind of nice. You can see on the bottom, wow, it's actually peeling off of there with the black. It was almost pure black. I was wondering what that black came from over here a while ago, with a soot, you know, from burning on their old stove, and most of it's come off. I better not tell Shelly too loud. She's around here somewhere. She'll get mad at me. There's some of it. I cleaned up a lot of it. I couldn't figure out what that black was coming off of there. There's no one of them Campbell bottles, and these 3-sided food bottles. They say patent 1901 on the bottom. But that's about it. You know, we're just glad we got that hole dug. It was pretty late when we got finished. It was a big one, and we bailed about 5 feet of water out of that thing. So we didn't get a lot out of it for the work we put into it. So a lot of people think that every privy you dig, they're really good, and that's not true at all. As you can see, I mean, You know, a lot of people might be real happy with that, but you're happy with what you get. You sure earn it. But we're looking forward to the next one. That's a good thing about the digging, is you always want to get out there on the next one. We're hoping everybody's having a good January, and hope it's safe for everybody. Be careful and keep the comments coming. We appreciate those of us that subscribed, and we're always appreciative of things you got to share with us, and your spots too. We always, not take your spots, I didn't mean it that way, but we always like to hear what other people are finding. So it's good to see all the stuff going on. So, all right, well, God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video, and that's that.